Hey everybody, so today we're starting a series on nutrition, and so we'll have at least 4 videos or so on this topic, but today I just wanted to start with kind of a 30,000 foot view of where we are when it comes to nutrition and health as Americans. So how does America stack up when it comes to what we get for our dollar spent? We certainly spend a lot on healthcare in this country, so what does that actually get us? We're gonna find out. So this topic was inspired by a talk that I gave to a company. I was invited to come and speak on nutrition. And so for those of you guys who are new here, my name is Dr. Jake Long and I'm a practicing chiropractor in Castle Rock, Colorado. And so I'm not a nutritionist and I'm not a registered dietitian, but I'm somebody who's very interested in health. As a chiropractor, I want to know what makes people the most healthy and what helps people thrive to the greatest of their ability. So I want to start with a really cool chart that shows how much we spend on health versus what we're getting for our spending in terms of life expectancy. So this is life expectancy on the left-hand side versus healthcare expenditure per capita, so per person on the bottom. And we've got USA, which is highlighted in red, so we can see that one really clearly. And then we've got Japan, Switzerland, Spain, Italy, France, Canada. There's a bunch of different countries that are comparable in terms of, how advanced they are as a society in comparison with America. And so down here at the bottom of the chart, we can see most countries start out very similarly, rising in life expectancy every year, and everybody's spending a little bit more, on healthcare per year. So this chart starts at 1970 and it ends at 2018, just to give you a perspective of how far along we're looking when it comes to this year-over-year spending. And so we can see there's a really stark difference when we get into the early 80s, 90s, 2000s, really stark difference, and we diverge quite a bit from all of these other nations when it comes to how much we're spending and what we're actually getting for that spending. So every year from 1970 to about 1980, we're rising in life expectancy every single year. We're spending a little bit more on healthcare, but hey, if our life expectancy is going up because of our spending, let's do that. Let's live longer lives, healthier lives, hopefully. But around 1985, 1990, 1995, we start straying quite a bit from all of these other countries. And what is going on there? Every single other country is spending just a little bit more, but they're also getting more life expectancy for their spending. So when it comes to this chart and when we see healthcare expenditure versus life expectancy and how little life expectancy we're getting for what we're spending, there's a few different reasons that could be causing that big difference in America versus all these other countries. There's 3 major things that I noticed that happened around the same years that we start diverging crazily away from every other country when it comes to healthcare and how healthy we are as Americans. Number 1, Food Pyramid was released in 1992, which ended up being really bad advice when it comes to what a healthy American diet should look like, and really influenced millions of Americans and what they would eat. And so we'll cover that probably in the next video that we release. We'll cover the food pyramid in depth and show why it's probably not a good idea to follow that. And even the USDA has even updated it now to MyPlate, but we'll go over that as well in a future video. So number 2 though is also glyphosate, which is the chemical that's found in Roundup, which was ubiquitous across America. So this chemical was sprayed on every single conventional crop and still is to this day. This chemical has been linked to things like celiac disease, irritable bowel syndrome, gluten intolerance, all kinds of gut issues that have a tremendous impact on our health as well. And then number 3, just the chronic disease epidemic and what we've seen in terms of exponential numbers. Every single year, more people with diabetes, more people with heart disease, more people with these chronic diseases that need continuous medication and have a continuous impact on our overall health. But there's something common about all of these things that are major reasons why we're not getting a larger life expectancy for what we're spending. And that one common thread is that all of these diseases are lifestyle diseases, and they're all correlated with nutrition and what we actually put into our bodies. So there is good news. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I know it can sound pretty bleak when you just hear how much we're spending and how bad things are in terms of just Americans and their health. Now, some people can't control these things. Some people just get diseases. They are predisposed to certain things. There's genetic components, and I'm not talking about those people right now. I'm just talking about, for most of us, we have total control over this situation, and we can make a huge change. If we just keep doing things the same way, we're going to end up getting the same result. So we need to change something. And diet, nutrition is a super important component that we have total control over. We can choose organic. We can choose to not use industrial seed oils. We can choose to not support this conventional agriculture where they're spraying glyphosate all over all of the crops. We can choose to put healthy things into our bodies that will allow us to thrive and really make a change and start putting a dent in these numbers so that we don't see this continual rise year after year of these chronic diseases that are really impacting our health and affecting our families, affecting our lives. And so we do have control. We can make a change, and we can become a healthier nation. And that's definitely what I want to see. I want to see Americans back on top when it comes to health in the world. So stay tuned. We're going to be releasing a few more videos to cover more of the nutrition landscape and what you might want to try and what you might want to avoid when it comes to nutrition and things that will really impact your health in a positive way. So don't miss out.